Lagos State Government marks World Trauma Day 2025, reaffirms commitment to saving lives on roads. National Agency for Food and Drug Administration Control confirms a drop in pharmaceutical drugs imports. On the front in Madagascar swears in military leader as president after youth-led protest. In sport, Super Falcons coach unveils squad for 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations qualifier against Benin Republic. Now the details. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Lagos State Government has reiterated its resolve to strengthen emergency preparedness and trauma response mechanisms to reduce preventable deaths on Lagos roads as stakeholders converged for a symposium marking World Trauma Day 2025 with the theme Reducing Needles Deaths on Our Roads, Everybody's Responsibility. The event, organized by the Lagos State Accident and Emergency Center, LASEC, drew participants from key sectors including health, transportation, security, and civil society, who unanimously agreed that reducing road trauma must be a shared civic duty. Speaking at the event, Commissioner for Health, Akin Abayomi, who was represented by the Director of Medical Services, Lagos Health Service Commission, Olawale Adegbite, said most trauma cases on Lagos roads were not accident but preventable incident caused by human errors. He stressed that the agency's system, especially pre-hospital care and ambulance service, have been instrumental in saving lives but require continuous improvement and public cooperation. Abayomi lamented that many lives were lost due to delays caused by onlookers taking videos instead of assisting first responders, urging Lagosians to respect ambulances and prioritize saving lives. Lagos State Government has further demonstrated its commitment to driving sustainable growth and infrastructural excellence across its waterfront corridors with the deployment of Wasiu Olayinka as the new Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Waterfront Infrastructure Development. Speaking on the redeployment, Commissioner Ekundayo Alebioshi described it as a strategic move by the state government to strengthen institutional capacity in line with Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's vision of Greater Lagos. Alebioshi stated that the deployment of Olayinka to the Ministry of Waterfront Infrastructure Development is a reflection of Mr. Governor's commitment to excellence as he brings an outstanding academic and professional background to the role. He noted that Olayinka's appointment marks a new phase of the ministry as it continues to expand the state's waterfront infrastructure, curb illegal land reclamation, and enhance the blue economy for long-term economic sustainability. In his response, Olayinka encouraged staff members to remain loyal, dedicated, and aligned with the vision of the Commissioner for Waterfront Infrastructure Development, Dayo Alebioshi, emphasizing the importance of teamwork and harmony in the workplace. Chairman of Badagry Local Government Area, Babatunde Hampe, has pledged his support for the Nigeria Union of Journalists NUJ Lagos State Council in its plan to construct an edifice to house the long-awaited NUJ community radio in Ajido, Badagry. Ampe made the commitment during a courtesy visit by the executive members of the NUJ and members of the Media Investment Committee to his office. The chairman, who acknowledged the uniqueness of journalism profession, described the establishment of the NUJ community radio as a step in the right direction. Ampe noted that the project would help create job opportunities for indigents, especially the youth, thereby contributing to the socio-economic development of the area. In his remarks, Lagos NUJ chairman Adeleye Ajayi lauded Hampe for his outstanding contributions to national development during his time at the National Assembly. Ajayi described the chairman as a man of substance who is result-oriented and passionate about community development. Now to the rest of the stories. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, says pharmaceutical drug importation has dropped to 60%. NAFDAC Director Mojisola Adeyeye stated this at the 2025 investiture ceremony and lecture of fellows of the Nigerian Academy of Pharmacy at the College of Medicine, Luth, Lagos. She said the decline is part of the agency's ongoing reforms to promote local production and ensure national self-reliance in the pharmaceutical sector. Adeyeye urged Nigerians to take personal responsibility in transforming the country, stating that the manufacturers are patriots. Ekiti State Governor Biodun Oyebanji has inaugurated the state farmer-grade warehouse to fight the menace of fake drugs and ensure the availability of quality drugs in the state. The governor also flagged off the distribution of equipment to primary healthcare centers in the state with the goal of ensuring improved life expectancy and sustaining the milestones reached in the control of child and maternal mortality rates in the state. Oyebanji said the two projects are in demonstration of government's commitment to the health of the people. He said that the warehouse, built with the support of the Global Fund, stands as a key pillar of an effective and transparent drug management system and provides the Drug Management Agency with the infrastructure it needs to operate at the highest professional standard. Oyebanji noted that his administration had resolved to fight head-on the menace of drug counterfeiting that would predispose the citizens to sudden death and a surge of emergency ailment that had the capacity to cause death and infirmity in the society. In foreign news now, Colonel Michael Randrianiran has been sworn in as the new president of Madagascar days after a military takeover of the Indian Ocean nation. Randrianirina succeeds ousted President Andry Rajoelina, who fled the country and was later impeached following weeks of youth-led protests demanding greater accountability for his government. The ceremony took place at the Constitutional Court in the capital, Antananarivo, where a large crowd gathered to watch, including those who spearheaded the protest. The country now enters a transition period which will be full of political obstacles and legal uncertainty, though there is cautious optimism about Randrianirina's leadership. Meanwhile, Constitutional Court President Florent Rakotoarissoa has criticized the international community for describing the situation in Madagascar as a coup. In sport now, Super Falcons head coach Justin Madugu has unveiled his squad for the team's 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations qualifier against Benin Republic. Madugu listed 21 players for the final qualifying round fixture, which include 3 goalkeepers, 7 defenders, 5 midfielders, and 6 forwards in the squad. While some of the regular named in the squad are Captain Rashidat Ajibade, Asisat Oshwala, Esther Okoronkwo, Michael Alozie, and Osinachi Ohale. Other key stars invited by Madugu are Ashley Plumtree, Chiamaka Nadozie, and Oluwatosin Demain. The first leg will hold at the Stadkeg Lome on Saturday, 25th October, and the return leg is slated for the MKO Abiola Sport Complex, Abeokuta, on Tuesday, 28th of October. And that's it on the news at 4. But just before we go, stay alive. Make use of pedestrian bridges where available. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. Visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. You can also listen to Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM live on my Lagos app for timely updates. Did you know that under the Sanwo-Olu administration, 250 women trained through an empowerment workshop on intercrop of maize and cassava with demonstration plot for practical knowledge? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Government has reiterated its resolve to strengthen emergency preparedness and trauma response mechanisms to reduce preventable deaths on Lagos roads as stakeholders converged for a symposium marking World Trauma Day 2025 with the theme Reducing Needless Death on Our Roads, Everybody's Responsibility. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, said pharmaceutical drug importation has dropped to 60%. We also told you that Colonel Michael Randrianirina has been sworn in as the new president of Madagascar days after a military takeover of the Indian Ocean nation. And finally, in sports, Super Falcons head coach Justin Madugu has unveiled his squad for the team's 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations qualifier against Benin Republic. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Coyote Mafolashiri. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good afternoon and welcome to the return trip.